Atlanta, you're listening to the Abbie Knights Morning Show, the #1 party show in the city.
Baby, what you wanna do?
Playing nothing but bangers.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Armani.
Hey, this Cardi B.
What's poppin' Atlanta? Keep the party going all weekend.
Show me you outside, boy.
Hey, I'm a
With Abbie Knights, DJ Rhea, Jenny Ruby, and DJ Cadence on.
What's up? This is Magic Jordan.
This is Tracy Drake.
I know you've been searching for someone.
The Abbie Knights Show.
What's going on, everybody? And we're back. It's myself, Abbie Knights, DJ Cadence, Jenny Ruby, and DJ Rhea.
Bow.
Back at it for another weekend. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's up?
We good, girl. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm good. I need more sleep and more hours in my days. And then I think I'll be good.
That'd be good.
I think it's just an East Coast thing, because in the West Coast, I feel like my day goes on for hours, forever and ever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
But the East Coast, it's like this. I was like, wait, where are my hours going? I woke up and the day's over. I got to be at work.
Yeah.
Why is that? Me too. I feel like every time I'm on the West Coast, I have all these extra hours. Right? I feel as if I have these extra hours to do everything.
It's like
I feel like I wake up earlier, and I think I just wake up earlier because we're probably used to that.
I'm in the Midwest, and I'm just here. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just here.
I just wake up when I wake up, and when it's time to take a nap, I take a nap. I'm nice and old now to when I can just take naps. So I appreciate a good nap in the middle of the day.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could take a nap whenever I want.
I need to be like you when I grow up, Cadence, because I'm not on that kind of a schedule.
I have to take a nap. Melatonin pills to just take a nap.
Me too.
Actually, what I take is a magnesium supplement by Optimizers. That company that I've been taking for like a couple years now. You take 2 of those little capsules and you are gone. Really? It's like the best sleep of your life. Huh?
Did Dr. CB tell you about this?
No. No, I've actually been using it though. And a couple of my friends got it and they use the magnesium one as well. And they were like, oh my God, I can't remember the last time I slept that deeply. So that's what I use. I don't really do the melatonin as much. But I did want to ask you guys a question. Kind of curious because I know there's a little bit of a debate about this on social media. If your significant other says you're mine instead of I'm yours, do you think that means that they're for the streets?
I think people read too much into what people say is what I think.
I second that.
I wouldn't think that either way. If you were just like, you're mine or I'm yours, it's basically the same thing, I would think. So,
Sis, what do you think, Rhea? What were you going to say?
I'd rather have someone say you're what? What'd you say? I just forgot.
I'm you're mine instead of I'm yours. Are you hungover today? No, just sleepy.
No, I'm tired. I had to wake up.
Jenny's not taking naps like Cadence is. But what'd you say, Rhea? Did you agree or disagree with the statement?
I mean, a little bit of both. When I feel like guys say that, like a possessive, like I could be yours, but I'm like, okay, are you mine though? You didn't respond.
That's always me. I'm like, what do you mean I'm yours? So that means you mine?
Yeah.
Just like when they say that thing is mine, and you're like, okay, so your thing is mine too?
I'll be like, yes, for the 5 minutes that you're in me right now.
Don't ask all these questions, women. Stop asking all these questions. Just live in the moment.
See, that's what guys say when they're really not about anything. When you're not about shit, that's what you say. Oh, just live in the moment. I just want to,
Fellas, here we go with the, you just sitting there, you just laying on the couch, y'all watching Netflix, she laying on top of you, and then she just looks up at you and she goes, so why do you like me? Like, that's the worst conversation ever. Like, don't nobody want that conversation. Y'all always got an extra question somewhere, man. Just enjoy the moment. Be here.
Well, some people have different forms of the way they like to be affectionate.
Tell them, Jenny. Tell them.
Right. There's words of affirmation, and
Thank
some
you.
people. So that's the way some people feel love.
I have been working on this love language thing. I have been working on that. I see
not everyone loves the same way.
Period.
Shout out to my friend Steph. She told me I need to look this up, and I have been looking that up, but But that's how a lot of us men feel. Like we just want, can we just be in the moment here just for a second?
But there's some men that just keep talking your ear off and just keep telling you how they feel, and
it doesn't mean anything.
And that doesn't mean anything for someone who wants gifts.
Thank you. That part.
Or physical touch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear your mouth. I want to feel you. So that's another thing.
Okay.
That was different.
I mean, yeah.
So obviously,
how y'all doing
Cadence, obviously, words of affirmation are not for you. So what is your love language? What is it what do you like? Then,
what do I like? But that's actually what we were talking about, because she asked me like what do I feel like what do I feel like is love for me, for people giving it to me? And I told her I really didn't know, so she told me I had to think about it and come back.
Oh, see, I know mine. Mine is quality time and thoughtful gestures all day long.
What was the first one? Body time.
Quality
time. Oh.
Wow, where's your mind, Rhea? What you got for us today, sis? You keeping it real today, or you skipping out?
Girl, I'm skipping out. Listen, I keep it real every day. It's too much. It's too much.
Hey,
she got sidetracked with the body time.
Body time.
What? Hashtag body time.
What about you, Rhea? What do you got? What's your love language? According to that, what is it? What is it? Quality time, words of affirmation,
gifts,
physical touch. I forgot what's.
And I think it's like thoughtful, like gestures and stuff like that.
Yeah, agree.
Which what all
she's asking what yours are.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, all of those things, 100%. I was agreeing. No.
It's usually it's like one or two. Like there's an order for it.
Oh, I have all of those. Attention. Attention. I like attention.
I want
so quality time.
Give me attention and quality time. Okay, and then physical touch.
When you say it like that, I would have to say like the thoughtfulness, I guess, because I need somebody that's like, if I forget that I got something here, I want it to already be there because she thought that I was gonna forget that. You know what I mean? So to me, that shows love to me. So there's my answer. I got to call my friend and tell her now I got it.
That's cute. I like that. I
actually
did the quiz.
Okay, we got it wrong, guys. Okay, it is
Wait, what's wrong?
It's receiving gifts, acts of service. That's the name of it. Acts of service, personal touch, quality time, and words of affirmation. There you go.
Okay.
So acts of service would basically be like the thoughtful gestures, which is what I was talking about.
Yeah. Acts of service.
Yeah. So there you go. If you guys haven't done the quiz, Cadence, that's how you find out. Go on Google, put it in, take the quiz, and it's gonna break it down into like a percentage graph and tell you like what you prioritize and what you don't.
Or you just know, you just kind of know what you like.
Here's what we'll do. We'll all take the test. Okay, and then we'll all compare our results. How about that?
I know I do all of them. I do way too much.
Rhea, body time is not on the list, okay?
Servicing
I already know mine.
Servicing, yes it is. There you go.
How you servicing though?
Oh,
brain?
Don't worry. I just know I'm good at it.
Talking about giving that brain. Right.
Hey.
Well, on that note, let's talk about this $1.1 billion jackpot.
I need to go play.
Mega Millions.
I need to win.
Yeah, everybody's coming down on quality control because he looked like he bought like 1 million tickets, and people are like, don't be so greedy. Woo, woo, woo. Why do you care? First of all, if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. It don't even matter how many tickets you got.
How are you greedy? I'm confused about that part when it's a random selection.
He just wants more opportunities, more possibilities, right?
That's it. And if you got the money
$1 million
to do it,
to blow it on there, so be it.
Exactly. It's about to be $2 billion.
There was an employee who got his whole group like 50,000. He bought 50,000 tickets and bought one for each employee in his company. Didn't nobody win. So I mean, he can spend $1 million.
That's why I said
that don't mean he gonna win just because he spent $1 million. Like, it is what it is.
If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Here in Atlanta, one of the girls I used to work with, her mom stopped and just did a quick pick randomly at a small gift store in one of the malls and literally won $80 million.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And she never plays the lottery. So
what?
Yeah. So listen, if it's meant for you,
$80 million.
Yes.
That's out.
Yeah. So
Rhea, where are we going with $80 million?
Did you get some money? Did your friend give you?
We're
some
going to the
money?
Maldives.
we're going to the Maldives. I'm about to buy an island in the Maldives. And then I'm going to give back to the children.
Oh, look at you being so charitable and thoughtful.
I would still DJ if I had $80 million.
You would.
I'm going to start my own DJ company. I'm going to probably buy out all the other DJ companies. I'll just hire all y'all.
Just buy everybody else out.
Yeah.
And then she'll be on the beach sipping Mai Tais while y'all are putting in that work.
There you go.
I'll DJ, but I miss DJing. I have to DJ the Mai Tai parties on the beach, okay?
Okay, see?
There you go.
Exactly.
My level would definitely go up. If I had 80 million, I'd be DJing at all the cool stuff. That's for sure.
Right. You don't need to be selective at that point anymore.
Yeah.
Also, Shakira's facing up to 14 years in prison for a tax fraud case.
On the little paper
I saw
you gave
that.
us,
I
it
thought it was
said
8
14
years.
hours.
So
And
apparently, do her hips lie now? I'm trying to figure out.
Uh-huh.
Cause
Yeah, I read that, but she's saying that apparently she wasn't living in Spain when that happened or something. I don't know. During that time.
Were you waiting for that one? Or
Probably.
Abby, were you waiting for that?
that was
one,
my
or
dad joke of the day.
Or was that like I can't wait to play this one, or did that just come off the top of the head?
Just off the top of the head.
Okay.
But it was a great dad joke.
I'm gonna give you a
Not
little bit
gonna
more
lie.
credit for it.
You should hear his hips lie.
She's always talking about how her hips don't lie. Apparently they do if she's facing a tax fraud case.
Lying.
We're going to jump back into these pop culture topics, but we're going to take a quick break. Well, not really a break, but we're going to segue for a quick second because our favorite time of the day before Ria's got to get out of here.
Oh, God.
Let them know,
Taylor.
Jenny.
I was wondering what she was doing.
I thought my head wasn't going to hurt today.
Question of the day. I am an odd number. Take away one letter and I become even. What number am I? Okay. I am an odd number. Wait, go back. I need a visual. I am an odd number. Take away one letter and I become even. What number am I?
4.
It says take away one letter and I become even. Think about it. I feel like you're going to get this, Jenny. Think about it.
Odd
1.
number.
You're an odd number. Take away one letter and you become even. What number are you?
I am an odd number.
21.
No, you're taking away a letter, not a number. Let me just help y'all out. The answer is S. If you take the S off of 7, it becomes even.
Oh.
But wah wah wah.
I don't have enough time.
All
I
your
only got
jokes,
to,
and
I
I'm
only
going to
got
put
to
this in the
2.
blender.
I only got to 2. We needed more time for that.
We need to start putting a timer.
1, 2. Actually, I got to 4. I got to 4.
Even. I get it. What the hell?
Yeah, it was one of those. Anyway, going back to our topics for today. Will Smith apologized on camera to Chris Rock and his mother for his on-camera assault at the Oscars. What are y'all thinking?
Months later,
He says he's trying to reach out to Chris.
He would have to put out a public apology, I would say. Just because of his status and who he is, and they're in the business that they're in. He has to do it. It's only right. I mean, whether he feels that way or not, I mean, for PR purposes.
I'm glad he did it. I mean, it was probably a little past due. He should have done it a while ago, but I'm glad he did it.
He did issue a statement, a written statement right after. However, this actual apology, I mean,
but at the same time, he said too that he had already talked to Chris. If I read that right, he had already talked to him. So as long as they've already talked about it, who cares?
Well, he said he's tried to reach out to Chris, and Chris, I guess his team reached back out and said that they could talk when Chris was ready, but right now wasn't the time. So that's kind of where he left it. I mean, I don't know that I'd want to be best friends with someone that just walked up and slapped me if that was a real situation. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But at the same time, some people just need to get slapped sometimes. So I'm
tell
also
him, Jenny. Tell him, Jenny.
Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes people are just like, you're just like, shut up.
The world has gotten to the point to where you can say things and you don't have to really be accountable for it. So maybe that stops something in the world. Maybe that's how, like, somebody went back in time and they made Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, so that way something bad won't happen to somebody else in the future. So we'll
What
take it.
are
Oh,
you
Yeah, I don't condone
talking
all that.
about?
Into that. Or it was just a
Like a
PR
time
stunt
travel.
and everybody made mad money, and Will Smith ended out on mic drop with a Oscar.
That could happen too.
That too. In other news, there's a new Audi Etron that has an integrated camera system. So essentially, there are no rear view mirrors or side view mirrors that actually stick out. So what they have is like this sensory camera. When you close it, there's a reflective screen on the inside of the door that shows you the same thing. What are you guys' thoughts on this? I feel like, first of all, hold on. Let's take it back. There's too much technology evolving these days. Like, it's starting to be a little too much. You put in the cars, now the robots. Like, what's next? People.
Listen, you should just do everything yourself manually, because if all this shit breaks and nothing happens, we have nothing, everybody. So you might as well learn how to use everything with your hands, because we're becoming dependent with, obviously robots and all this other stuff and technology. Like, something happened the other day and I'm like, well, why don't we just take a router and just plug it in here? Everyone's like, oh God, what do we do? Like, everybody didn't know what to do with themselves. And it was the craziest thing. I'm like, don't you have a brain? Don't you think for yourself? But people don't think for themselves.
Yeah,
that's why
Google.
Like, when you drive a car, like, I still back up and look to see how close I am so I could feel it. I don't just go, oh, let me trust the car. Oh, it's beeping, whatever it says.
Oh, no, I look back too.
I'm going to
look back at it. Ooh, that's what I do. I look back.
I used to think that the internet was like a really good thing, and now I'm starting to wonder if maybe people like the aliens or whoever that's running stuff put it here to dumb us down.
They probably think
Because
we're the
we've gotten to the
stupidest
point now-
creatures on the universe.
We've gotten to the point where now we don't know anything, and we trust Google for everything. We don't even, if somebody asks you something, you
Trust
can be like,
Google.
of course it's
IG.
true.
We
Yeah,
trust
of course it's
Instagram.
true.
We
So it's
literally
like-
trust Instagram for news.
yeah.
That's so sad.
It's the news.
Well,
Like, I go to the shade room and Baller Alert to find out what happened today.
Yeah.
This shit's crazy. Neighborhood Talk and Hollywood Unlocked tells me what's going on.
that's so sad. That's where we are. Honestly, as a generation, that's kind of where things are shaking up. But it's funny because you go from everything being so completely advanced and the technology being so crazy to all of a sudden now people want to buy dinosaur fossils. So a 76 million year old dinosaur fossil sold for 6.1 million.
Wow. It's a lot of money. A lot of dollars.
That's a lot of dollar bills. Would you guys buy some fossils?
If I had a bunch of other $1 million and I had nothing else to do, these people got billions. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever.
What do you do? You set up the dinosaur like a museum at your house?
Yeah, you put it in your front room and people walk in and you go, oh.
It becomes a
did I ever show you my
conversational piece.
dinosaur egg?
That's when you got too much money, when that kind of stuff becomes your conversational piece,
Facts.
I like stuff like that.
I could see you having something like that, Jenny. Sounds
I like
very
it. Like
you.
in a nice frame when you enter, people are like, oh, what's that? And then you explain. Well,
What happened was
If you
And
must
art-
know.
an art.
what'd you
What?
say? I
No,
said
saying
art
if
is
you
an
must
investment.
know. That is my dinosaur egg. If you must know what that is over there.
Jenny always says that art is an investment. I'm like,
It is.
Very
okay.
true.
It is. Art is so expensive. It can be.
It is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Charge too much money, but some of them things is nice though. The bishop in Brooklyn. The bishop.
Uh-oh.
The bishop. That was robbed in Brooklyn of $1 million in jewelry. Allegedly stole $90,000 from a congregant. What are your thoughts on this developing story?
Are we surprised?
I'm not. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm not surprised about that. So if it is true, I mean, he got
A man
robbed.
with $400,000 worth of jewelry actually owes somebody in his congregation $90,000.
He
I bet he
stole
was
it.
sitting out. Oh, he stole it. I bet he was sitting out in the little pew like, look at this, right here.
I remember one time
Got all
I saw
this
someone
jewelry.
stealing
He
money
know he owe
from.
me money.
I saw someone stealing money from the basket one time. I was like,
Did you tell on him?
No, I didn't. I was like, God will get him.
She said, God will get him.
Yeah. No, I didn't say anything. I told my mom though. I was like, oh, she's like, really? But we both didn't say anything. Which, okay.
So it just worked out.
It wasn't $90,000. I'll say that much. It must have been like a few dollars. But I was like, yo, that's crazy. Anyway.
Just a few dollars. Everybody seems to think that money just comes so easy nowadays. I don't know if you've been seeing these stories circulating about these super wealthy individuals and what positions they started in before they made it big. And apparently Kanye worked for $500 a month, I think, as some sort of like...
Oh, he was interning for Fendi alongside Virgil Abloh.
Yeah. $500. He was fetching coffees and doing all that stuff. So can you imagine to go from that to being a multi-billionaire?
I mean, he put in the work for a reason, and he knew where he was going. So Kanye, when you guys watched that documentary, right?
I did.
Yeah, I mean, he was putting in that work, so I believe it. And
I don't listen to the Through the Wire song like I used to anymore, now that I know that his jaw was still wired together when he recorded that. You didn't watch the documentary, Cadence?
I think I knew that,
but I knew that. I knew it back then.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was like
leave it to me. Yeah. This is the person talking to Al Pacino and had no idea who he was, or Gene Simmons. Literally a whole 1 hour conversation with Gene Simmons, no clue who he was. That's me.
Nice.
Tracy Morgan apparently doesn't have enough to do with his money. He has a 20,000 gallon tank filled with sharks at his house. Just why? That's all I want to know. Just why?
What I want to know, do any of y'all find Tracy Morgan funny?
Do I find him funny? I like his show that he had. That was it. The one in Brooklyn based one. I forgot what it was called, but
it was so good you forgot what it was called.
Oh my God, I'm so bad with names for everything. I just started watching it. Anyway, I liked his last show. Is he funny? I don't know if he's funny to me. I think he might be a little funny here and there, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to go see him. Like
I've just never found the humor of Tracy. I'm not taking away from him. I'm sure there's people that I think that are hilarious, and they other people don't find him hilarious. I just have never found the what makes people laugh at him. I don't get it, and when I watch it, it's just like crickets for me. So I just want to know how he even got to that point. Yeah, to me, he's not funny at all. I don't laugh at pretty much anything that Tracy Morgan does.
I mean, he's all right. I don't. He's not like at the top of my list. Like, I don't sit there and go, oh, I can't wait to go see Tracy Morgan. It's just kind of like, oh, it's Tracy Morgan.
Exactly.
Oh, the show is called The Last OG.
The Last OG. Okay, there you go.
You guys saw it? Did you guys
But I don't know anybody checking for.
I love Jenny and her hand gestures.
There you go. Got it.
Yeah, I like that show.
It was good. You give that one a 10 out of 10?
I continue to watch it because a lot of shows I watch, and if I check out the first
as you sip.
Yes.
By the way, did you guys hear about this crazy snake, the Titanoboa? I think that's how you say it. Largest snake that's ever existed, 40 feet long, weighed up to 2,500 pounds. First of all, I just got to say this. If I encounter a snake that large, I'm dying immediately. Like, done. I'll have a heart attack. It's good. Just go ahead, wrap me up, put me in the ground. I'm good. Cause
who found it?
Yeah, we would never have that snake if it was me, because I would have been ran the other way, but nobody has seen it.
But you can't outrun that. It's a 40-foot long. First of all, you're a snack to that snake, okay? You a whole snack. Like, it's summertime. It's not summertime fine snack. You just gonna be like the pretense to the meal.
My leg's gonna be doing like them cartoons back in the day where they like, I'm gonna be gone, boy. He ain't about to catch me.
You're gonna be like the Roadrunner.
Man, for real. I'm gone out of there. But I would never, like I told you guys numerous times, I'm never gonna be in a position to see anything like that, because me and nature have a law. They don't come where I am. I don't go where they are, and we good. I don't have to worry about no
I probably
5,000
would
pound snake
cross
eat
some
me.
stuff.
You know, so
Not a fan
I worry
over
about
here.
that with Jenny every time she goes on her little vacations because she's always somewhere where something could get her like that. She's on these big boats listening to Drake. She ain't paying attention.
Going to
Boom,
Lake
big whale
Lanier
comes,
like
eats the
it's
whole
no big
boat.
deal. Like
Yeah,
what?
she's in these places, and me, nah, I'm not going nowhere like that.
I would probably, I actually would like to go see the snake. I like snakes.
What is wrong with you, Jenny? This is my point exactly. What is wrong with her?
I don't even want to see it dead. I don't even want to see when you put it in the thing. I just took your word for it. I didn't go.
So when you put it in the thing, when you put it in the thing, you don't just put that in the thing. You know how big that is? How many people would have to carry it?
Bring out the thing.
When you put it in our chat to tell us about it, we were going to talk about it. I just took your word for it because I wasn't even going to want to look at it. I was just like, that's just crazy. Like,
do you like snakes at all? Have you held one before?
No, I've held one before, but I don't care to hold one anymore.
He said he don't care to hold one.
Somebody asked me to do it. I said, cool, I'll do it one time, and then I was done with it. So
I got a question though. What kind of snakes are we talking about?
We're talking about snakes in the wild and snakes in your pants. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I like specific type of snakes, but not the ones out in the wilderness.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, obviously, if I saw a snake while hiking or outside in some sort of jungle, I would keep my distance. But I do have an appreciation.
Are you talking about a wilderness snake while you're hiking, or a snake in someone's pants?
Everybody, something in the outside that you see in the.
You see how they objectify us, men? We're just objectified here.
I wasn't. That's where Abbie was.
I'm so ashamed.
Are you kidding me? I know you are not trying to set me up, talk about, that's where Abbie was going. First of all, Jenny, you are the worst one on here talking about all that stuff. Yes.
I normally would give you that. I would give you that normally, but you set that one up. So.
Thank you, Cadence.
So you're welcome. You, Cadence. I got your back. I got your back on that one.
First of all, y'all ain't shit.
We are. We sure are.
What? You gonna sit there and tell me, Abbie's... You know what? This is all just because of my little pictures that I put up on Instagram, Cadence. You just feel like you can just be like, Abbie's because...
All upside down and everything. Yep.
I'm trying to find a husband. You think I'm gonna find a husband waiting for him upside down like that with some heels?
Maybe. You never know.
What's the big deal? You can't even see anything in that picture.
About what? About you doing a cartwheel in your house in lingerie and some high heels, having your camera take pictures of you.
What did your mom say about that?
I wasn't doing a cartwheel. Like, where are you guys going with this? Like, y'all just think I was turning into a pretzel?
Abbie, you got to do that challenge, where you put your leg up on the wall and then you flip around and then you
I've already done that.
Handstand. You got to do that. You didn't post that. I'm gonna try to do that when my when I had a really good workout, so I have to get unsure.
Yeah, I know you had a good workout because your little friend tagged me again. Oh look, Jenny showed up, but guess who's not here? Cause I'm not going. Jenny looked like she was dying too.
Oh my God, I was. Honestly, I'm struggling at work. Walking up these stairs, people are laughing at me. I'm like holding on to the rail. Like, I was sore. He whooped my...
But you look good, Jenny.
Thanks.
Jenny's been out here trying to get fall time fines since you out here holding...
Yeah, honestly, summer... I'm sorry, summer. It wasn't this season. I got you in fall and winter. I'll be back.
Okay, so I got a question then, Jenny. Are you currently casting for fall and winter time bays? Or... have some people already been auditioning, or like what's the tea?
I am living in the moment, as Cadence was saying earlier.
You see what you started, Cadence?
I like it. I love it.
Cadence was suggesting that people live in the moment, and girls ruin it by asking all these questions as opposed to just seeing what's in front of them.
There you go. Look at you. You about to watch. You about to get a bunch of good DMs. Watch. They on their way right now. People in their DMs right now. Like, girl, I'm ready for you. There you go. See?
Look at Abbie's face.
That easy.
She's like, what?
He just said, I'm ready for you. I already know where that's going.
I'm ready for
Nowhere.
you. I'm ready for you. So many men out there just go with the flow. Just see what it is. You know what I mean? And just see where it takes you. See what it is and see what it ain't.
See what it is and what it ain't.
And then if you got questions, you can ask questions later. But for now, just go through the flow. Just go through it.
I love looking at Jenny. Jenny's like,
See, there you go. Makes you glow like that. Just enjoy life.
Clearly living in the moment is making her glow big time.
Oh my gosh, I am not glowing like that, okay?
It's just the lighting, Jenny.
Let's
Slow
just say
down,
that. I am
everybody.
not glowing like that.
You're not glowing like Cadence?
No, I'm not glowing like Cadence.
Cadence's skin's been looking extra nice, super radiant.
I just
He's glowing.
been taking care of myself. That's all it is.
That's what they call it?
Taking care of myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pleading the fifth. Jenny,
I've
what
been
you got?
drinking water and stuff,
What?
Stuff like that.
There you go.
Been drinking water.
I bet
There
you
you go.
have. Jenny, what you got for us today?
Wake up every morning.
They're my morning show.
It's time to get that morning fix with Jenny Ruby, aka Dr. Jenny, on the Abbie Knights Show.
Oh, good morning, guys. It's Jenny Ruby with your morning fix. So last week we talked about taking out your girlfriend or significant other to dinner and whether or not a man should cop the bill for his girl and her friends if he decides to pop out. So I have a few restaurants in the U.S. I kept it domestic. So the most expensive restaurants in the United States. So if your girl decides to ask you to pop out on dinner, to pay the bill, these are some of the restaurants that you might want to check your bank account first before you pop out. So
Hold on, let me get my notes together.
Yes, get your notes together. So if your
School's
girl,
in session, people.
yes,
man,
if your girl or if you're taking girl out on a first date and you really want to impress her, or if she asks you to go here, just make sure you check it. Anyway, so in New York City, we have a restaurant called Masa. It's Japanese. It has 3 Michelin stars, which is amazing. I actually want to eat there. The estimated price per meal without drinks or champagne or wine is about $600 per person. So per person. So if you do a group dinner, you already know it's about to hit you hard. So that's in New York City. An interesting fact about this restaurant is in 2016, they stopped accepting tips. So I believe that's what you pay is what it is. And then if you're in Los Angeles, for you guys over there on the West Coast, we have a restaurant which is called Urasawa in Beverly Hills. I just have to say it properly first. So
Did that even sound like that was the proper pronunciation? I'm confused there. I don't know.
It's another Japanese restaurant. So it's the West Coast equivalent of Masa because the head chef worked under the head chef of Masa in New York. So here it's about $500 per person. Again, not including, bottles of champagne or whatever it is you want to do. So that's in the West Coast. For you guys all the way in Atlanta, actually ate here not too long ago. It's called Bacchanalia. It's good. It's an experience. They bring you little things like before you eat and a cleansing palette and all these things. So it's called Bacchanalia. It's good. It's been open since 1993 and it's one of the most unique dining experiences in Atlanta. It's in Midtown. So Abbie, I think you should try it. You should go there one day. It's not that expensive in comparison to the other restaurants.
That expensive. They're not serving glass in their food, are they?
No, it's not. It's about $150 per person,
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. So that's good. In Atlanta, but in New York, that'll be like one. That's a good, decent meal in New York. Anyway, and then in Miami, it's it's called what is this called? Oh my God.
Ain't none of these Applebee's.
It's called Bourbon Steak by Michael Mina, which is another chef. He has a lot of restaurants in the West Coast also. So it's a steakhouse in Miami. So if your girl decides to ask you to go to any of these restaurants, just make sure you come in correct. That's all I have to say. Or if you do a birthday dinner there, make sure that you have a baller going out to go pay for everything. Something. You got something going on because it's going to hit you hard in your pockets for these restaurants. There you go.
Very nice. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So that's all you got for us today?
Yeah, that's all I got. What you want from me?
A lot more. That's it. That's all you bring it to the table. So talk about what you want from me.
This is nice.
Yeah.
This is good. She
What do
helped
you
the
mean?
fellas
I got
out.
it.
We now know where we can go, where we can't go. You know, somebody tell you to. Somebody
Why, you
tell
want more
to go to
restaurants?
Massa, you should know you about to pay $600 there. You know, and you about to pay some money and get some food.
I'm just impressed because I didn't think she was done because I was waiting for her to be like, well, now here are the aphrodisiacs that you pay $10,000 for. That's what I thought. Because, you know, with Jenny, you just never know. But she kept it real PG. So that's why I was like, oh, that's it.
This is strictly just so that you know where the most expensive restaurants are in some of the most popular cities in the U.S. We have L.A., Miami, New York, and Atlanta. You know,
so I want to know, Cadence.
Yes.
If you were the guy in the viral video, would you pay for your girl and 18 of her friends at one of these restaurants?
No.
If she acted like that to me, I wouldn't pay for it. But if I had the money as a man, if I had the money and my girl was out and been like, you know, and she's appreciative, I would pay for it. But I don't know his financial situation. Either he has it or he doesn't. And from what I saw, I don't think he does because of most guys, just to save the embarrassment or just that hoo-ha that was going on, they would just be like, here you go, pay the bill and never talk to her
Okay,
again.
but first of all, let me just say this, though. The average person is not going to have that kind of money to just toss.
Well, what kind of money is it?
Well, I'm just saying in general, like, there's no way that, like, someone with, like, an average job making good money, decent money, can just drop $8,000 on a bill. That's not realistic.
I'm not taking 18 of your friends to.
Are the 18 friends coming back to the house after?
There's very few places I'm taking 18 friends.
I would take 18 of my friends out, and if my man was like, that was really my man, and I was really like, we were like this, and he was out, I would pay that bill for 18.
I guess
if I had the money
my
and
affection
that.
of love or whatever we was talking about earlier. I guess
it's not your love language.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not my love language there.
But that is some people. They like gifts and access. You know, they like gifts. So that could be.
But even if you like gifts, I would like gifts for myself. Would I rather you go spend? So $600 for 20 people is a lot of damn money. Would I rather you give me that
$600 for 20 people?
Yeah. Or for
mean per person? That same $600 per person restaurant. They ain't going to the number one restaurant.
Even at $150 at 20 people, that's a lot of money. I would rather you go buy me something with that. My friends don't need to go eat 100. They don't. I bet
they don't deserve it.
No.
Majority of her friends ain't never been to nowhere where she gonna eat for $150. Because if they was, they wouldn't even want to go do something like that.
That is a $2,700 bill.
That's a lot. You don't think that's a lot of money? Think of the thing.
I mean, yeah, it is a lot of money, but if you're paying for the memories, the experience, the time with your friends, your family, whomever was there. No, I think it could be worth it. It just depends on how you view, you know, the dinner, the girl, whomever you're with. Like I would drop 3 G's on dinner if
so let me ask you
his
this.
friends and my friends.
So let me ask you this: would you rather me take $2,700 and go spend it with all of your friends?
Or buy you a handbag?
Or would you rather me take $700, me and you go out and eat, and then I spend the $2,000 on a handbag for you?
I would be like, why are you thinking like that? That's
what?
I would be like,
It's just one of the other. I'm just asking.
I wouldn't look at it that way. I would live in the moment, whatever the moment is at the time. If dinner with you and I was the move for the night, then that would be the move for the night. I'm not gonna be like, okay, $500 here, $400 there, and allocate where I feel like it makes sense. I want to pay for the experience. If the experience at the time is, you know what, I want to spend my birthday with 18 of my friends.
That was a very womanly answer to a question that should have just been a
no, because I'm not breaking it down by $300, $200. Oh, I want to get a $2,000 bag and $700 on dinner. I don't want to do it like that.
It was a simple question. That's why we don't want that.
I don't want to pick. I don't want to pick.
That's why we say we don't want the why do you like me question right
I
there.
Just want you
we just want a simple answer right there. You know, just
if it's my birthday, I just want it to be taken care of, and that's it. By my man. I don't care what it is. It has to be reasonable. If $3,000 is not reasonable for my man, then
I'm just
maybe you
saying.
should be them then. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, if the $3,000 is reasonable, regardless, either way, I would say that I would much rather my girlfriend, my significant other, whatever, buy something for me than to take out 18 of my friends who have probably never even been in that position to be at a place like that, probably, you know. And I don't even like the majority of the people that are on this trip, because y'all, like we said before, they ain't got 18 friends. Most people ain't got 18 friends that you want to just spend your birthday day, you know, dinner with.
I do. I wouldn't go on.
But you're different. You're different. You take boat trips
you're gonna
out
get
in the world.
You're gonna get a different answer.
You swim with dolphins and stuff like that. I could see you having 18 friends. The majority of us don't have 18 friends.
I actually take an annual trip with about 14 of my friends. Annual.
That's dope.
We're from all over the world, so we do.
That is so dope.
Yes, we take an annual trip. So yes, I would do that. And those people I travel with, I would gladly, if I have the money to pay for it, pay for the dinner. But these are people that I have a genuine relationship with. I see where you're coming from, where it's just like, oh, this girl from my job is coming with her cousin and her friend, and I just want to have like this pop-in dinner. No, I feel you on that, because I'm like, who is that? I don't even know her. I get that. So I understand that happens often. But it's very case to case. Some people do have genuine relationships, but you have to base that on the partner you're with. So it is case to case. I see where you're coming from, though. So,
but I think that his reaction would have been different if those were all 18 friends. That it's like 18 ride or die friends that she's been knowing all her life. I think his reaction would have been different. He probably wouldn't even went. You know, like I said, he probably would have just left that to his friends. That's what I would have did. Y'all go out and have a good time.
Or if he. One, we have to ask two questions. One, does he actually have the money to do it? That's first and foremost. Actually, that's the only question. That's the only question. Like, does he have the money to do it?
I agree, because that's where everything stops, right there.
Did you have the money to do it? Yes, because then that would eliminate her calling him broke and all this other stuff. He just didn't want to.
What if he had been faking like he had all this money and he's been doing all this big
which happens
stuff? Oh, I didn't think about that.
Which happens all the time. You see that all the time. You
acting like he got it. He got all his little Louis stuff everywhere and everything, and he acting like he balling.
He got that Louis from Canal Street.
Yeah. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe that's why she said she didn't want nobody broke, because he had been acting like he was balling the whole time, and now he ain't really balling because he can't afford 20 meals at Texas Roadhouse.
So that's how y'all feel.
Yeah, that's how we feel.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but I want to eat at some of these restaurants. So.
Me too.
I bet you do.
They're rated.
They 5 stars? They have Michelin stars?
They have Michelin stars, yes, except the one in Atlanta. Unfortunately, Atlanta doesn't have any Michelin star restaurants as of yet. There's an opportunity.
Of course, they would do us like that.
Yeah, there's an opportunity though for a Michelin star restaurant to come to Atlanta.
What did you eat when you was there?
At Bacchanalia?
Yeah.
It was almost, you had to pick based on, it was like a
preset
menu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've
been to a place like that where they kind of do that, and they just bring you like little small pieces of food and the whole, you got to clean your palate and stuff.
It was
good.
good.
It was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was good. The experience is nice.
One thing I will say,
servings, though.
Jenny will try anything at least one time. Doesn't matter how crazy it is. She will try it at least once.
Yeah, I travel for food. I will fly to another country simply because I read a review on a restaurant that is like a must try, and I will go. One of my favorite restaurants is in Barcelona. It's actually in Spain. So
okay, yes, Jenny's got good taste. I'm just saying.
I do. One of my favorite restaurants that I had in the entire world is in Barcelona. It's called Bar Cañete. It's really good.
Oh, el Bar Cañete. Okay.
Highly
what'd you eat there?
Oh my God, everything. Everything. Like when I go, I'm not, you know what? I feel like when I go on a date or I'm out with somebody, they may think that I am trying to take advantage of a free meal. But if they were to come out with me, they know that's how I actually eat. When I go to a new restaurant, I order almost every appetizer
She does.
2 entrees,
Yep.
2 desserts, and I try cocktails. So
She does. She really does.
I wouldn't
like to
mind
do
doing that. I'm cool with that. I know some guys would probably look at that and be like, "Ooh, this, like she trying to get me." But I would be down for that because I think so many times women try to act like they don't want to eat and all that. So if it was
but
like
I
that,
eat
I'd be like,
everything.
"Oh, let's go, let's do it."
I'm eating
So-
everything. I'll order seconds.
Do
and
you
all,
share your
so.
food though, or is it like
She does.
yours?
If she's not hungry.
Yeah, no, I share my food. I always share. I don't like people that don't share their food. That's how I know I can never dine with you.
I'm
I don't
big
know
on
what it
yeah.
is.
I'm cool with sharing food too, like off my plate and stuff like that. I'm cool with that.
Sharing. I love you have to. I always whoever is I'm dining with or eating with. I feel as if it's only just you. You have to just offer whoever you're breaking bread with. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta really like you and be like cool with you like that. I really don't like people just reaching in my plate though.
Oh, reaching is different, but I'm saying
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not
Like
about
if you're
that
like,
reaching.
oh, can I try it or here you want some of this? Okay, that's
Yeah.
one thing. But if you just gonna reach up in there, we gonna have no. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like,
I
you
don't
know
know
what?
about
It's
the
cool.
just
You could just
reaching.
have the whole plate. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know about the reaching, but I'm cool with you
Yeah,
know. Here, what is that? Oh, you want to try it? Cool, you know, it's like that. But,
Yeah. Well, good to know. If anybody out there knows of any incredible restaurants, Jenny's all over it. Literally.
Wait, have you been to Saint?
how do you spell
What the
that?
hell just happened, Jenny?
I just got tongue tied. Have you been to Saint Cecilia in Atlanta?
Not yet, no. But I
No,
hear great things
it's
about
good.
it.
It's good. That's my favorite restaurant in Atlanta.
Oh, so maybe we need to go together.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm always down for that restaurant. I'm always down.
You
If
see how
I need to
quickly
be-
her mood changed? Oh, yeah, I'm always down. She could be pissed off. You talk about food, she's like, where are we going? Everything's all good. So real quick before we run, let's talk about some of the news headlines that have kind of been making their way pretty big right now. I don't know if anybody saw that the Democrats blasted Hulu for not running ads about abortion and gun laws amid midterm campaigns, and Hulu actually went and made a modification to accommodate this complaint. Also,
pro-abortion or anti?
I don't know if they were trying to, they didn't release any of those details. They just said that they weren't running ads about abortion or gun laws.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm sure that
if
they're
it's the
talking about
Democrats,
trying to,
they're
yeah.
pro-choice and stuff like that. So it shouldn't be their responsibility, even though I agree that you know the people should be pro-choice. It's not Hulu's responsibility to run ads for them
Well,
and stuff like that.
actually,
That's their fault.
Depending on
So-
who owns Hulu and
They can say, sorry,
Yeah.
not today.
depending, yeah.
Maybe they don't want to get involved in politics because it's so polarizing. These
They're
days,
all
and,
involved in politics.
you know,
They're all
so-
owned by.
Yeah, there's
They're
no way to
owned-
kind of
Yeah.
bypass that,
They're
unfortunately.
owned.
Yeah,
They
but
are
I'm saying
owned
so.
by-
So even if they are involved in politics, maybe they're involved on the other side of it, and they don't feel like it's their. You know, like people
Yeah,
should be able to
I-
voice however they want to do. If they're pro-life, by all means, be pro-life and do your thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think sometimes we as Democrats we spend too much time complaining about things instead of
We as
actually being
Democrats.
about action.
Yeah.
So
I can agree with that. There was also a man that left his husky inside the car with his mouth taped shut while he was inside gambling in a casino. Thankfully, a bystander was passing the car and they were able to get the husky out safely, and the
They
dog is
taped the
fine.
dog's mouth.
Like, what is wrong with people? And then two sisters survived
white,
a
wasn't
deadly home invasion. Yes, he was. Apparently, a convict broke into the house of these two sisters, assaulted them, and when they called 911, they were denied help 4 times. They never sent the police or an ambulance. So one of the sisters ended up getting stabbed multiple times, and luckily she sent her sister because she thought he told her he was going to kill her. He whispered in her ear and said that. If you guys haven't seen the story, research it, look into it. Just put in two women survived deadly home invasion. It'll give you all the details. She thought that he was going to kill her, so she told her sister to go outside and get help because she didn't want her to witness her being murdered by this ex-con. And while she was outside screaming for help, by some miracle, a police officer was driving by. He stopped and came out, and actually, thanks to him, he was able to shoot the the person assaulting her. It's so crazy to think that this is even a thing. So the man was shot. He did not survive.
Oh.
And her stab wounds were very serious, but she did survive as well. Obviously, she's dealing with a lot of the post-trauma. But it's people, be safe. I have friends that are like, why you lock the door? Have you seen the world we live in? I am not about to leave my door unlocked. Thank you very much. So people out there, be safe. You know, be aware. We're living in crazy, weird times. Robots are taking over. People are acting crazy. Inflation is still up. So hope everybody's staying safe out there and masking up. And next week, who knows what we'll have in store for you? I'm sure some more craziness.
Mask up for what?
Oh, COVID and monkeypox. Jenny don't care. That's how I feel too, but whatever.
Is monkeypox going around Atlanta? They say that it's like
you can't kiss anybody, Cadence. Sorry.
I don't put my lips on too much stuff anyway, so you ain't gotta worry about that. But
and on that note, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. So make sure you guys don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Abbie Knights Show.
Oh.
In the building, man.
What's poppin', Talks fam? You can now listen to our show on demand. To keep up with our latest shows, some of our favorite moments, and exclusive interviews, make sure you head over to iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.